Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I stand to present a public petition by the residents of Galole constituency for the Deggazzetment of legal notice number 29 of 2013 on the declaration of Wayu as a forest area. Forest Act number 7 of 2005. I, the undersigned, on behalf of the residents of Galole constituency and Tana River County, draw the attention of the House to the following. Number one, that aware that legal notice number 29 of 2013 carved out more than 42,512 hectares of land to create Wayu Forest Reserve. Two, noting that Galole is largely a pastoralist region and that majority of the residents have no other income-generating activities. Three, that the gazettement of the forest areas was done without the local community participation. Number four, that the area declared as a forest area encloses local villages, including Wayuduka, Wayuboro, Daba, Titila, Ongola, Waldena, Bultomulitu, Doke, Konekaliti, Didade, Koticha, Motiboka, and Haboye. Thereby infringing on movement of the residents. Madam Speaker, that efforts to have the matter addressed have borne no fruit, yet competition for the limited farming and grazing resources continue to heighten tension among families. That the matter, in respect of which this petition is made, is not pending before any court of law or tribunal. Therefore, your humble petitioners pray that the National Assembly, through the Departmental Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, one, they intervenes to have Wayu Forest degazetted and the land reverted to the community. And two, the Cabinet Secretary be barred from further gazetting any forest area in Galole constituency without due participation of the public as required by the Constitution. And your petitioners will ever pray. I submit, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. What's your point of order, Majority Leader?
Madam Speaker, I'll ask you to give us a few minutes to contribute. This is a very sensitive petition because Honorable Dukicha is my neighbor, and the only economic activity of the people we represent are the camels, the cows, and the goats. And forests are rarely found in that region. But somebody somewhere in government, without the public participation as demanded by the Constitution of Kenya 2010, decided to carve Wayu as a forest. Madam Speaker, we want the committee to go to the ground, if possible, through the facilitation of Parliament, and see between the livestock, the numbers of the livestock we have in that county and that region, vis-a-vis what you will expect in a forest. This is how we got serious matters into the Mpeketoni and other areas. When you start carving particular ecosystem meant for animals, for pastoralism. So unless somebody wants to kill pastoralists...
Order, members. The members at the back, can you please settle down?
Unless somebody wants to tell us that this will be the end of pastoralism in Kenya and in the region, then we wonder why you create a forest in an area inhabited for livestock. So we want the committee to take it very seriously, Madam Speaker, and I want your direction that that committee is facilitated. They go to Wayu, they talk to the people of Wayu and Galole constituency, and Bura and Garsen, and even come to Garissa town and listen and go to Ijara and collect information, and that committee ultimately must reach a decision to revoke that gazette notice and give back the people of Wayu their land so that they can rear more cattle and more goats and more camels. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Cyprian Iringo. Where is Iringo? He's not there. Abdul Kadir?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to contribute to this, to put my word into this. Madam Speaker, indeed the petition brought by Honorable Hassan Dukicha with regards to the petition or with regards to the Deggazzetment of the Wayu forest is one which touches on the lives and the livelihoods of the very many pastoralist communities that live in this particular area. Madam Speaker, as the leader of majority said earlier, that as the pastoralist community, we depend on this vast land for our animals to graze. Unfortunately, there is a growing trend of people who do not understand or either do not value the livelihood of the pastoralist community to tend to want to, without consulting the communities, to put or gazette areas as either reserves or conservancies. Madam Speaker, in addition to the one brought by Mheshimiwa Dukicha, I must say that attempts by county governments, particularly the Garissa County, to try and also create a conservancy just outside of Garissa town is one which is not acceptable, which will kill the pastoral economy of the people living in these areas, and which must not be accepted. Madam Speaker, I urge the committee to get to the bottom of this, and not too long from now, we also from Garissa will bring petitions to remove the Rahole National Reserve and also to stop the so-called county governments which blindly appear to want to do a similar gazettement at Bulargi. It is not acceptable, it is not well intended, and one which is aimed at killing the pastoral economy. I thank you for the time, Madam Speaker.
Ali Rosa. Rasso.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the petition brought by Honorable Dukicha is very important and also is key to adjudication and settling the matters of arid and semi-arid lands. Madam Speaker, the only remaining land in Kenya that is considered to be free and open for settlement and development today actually is in those regions that the government or agencies are trying to put aside for forest land or for other developmental issues without consulting the local population. Madam Speaker, what I wish to ask the committee is to also look at many other areas, because Saku constituency, actually 70% of Saku is considered to be a forest gazetted area, and yet the population live in there. So to access title deed, to access even grazing areas and water point is actually getting difficult day by day. For that reason, I think I support this petition. It is very important, and it is likely to settle some of the many issues that have been out there for quite some time. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Kamama.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I stand to support this petition because I'm very much familiar with this area.